Good afternoon, everybody. How's things? Hope everything's been okay over the last few days and you all had a lovely Christmas. Or even if not, it would be nice to know that, of course, at least you had a nice Christmas lunch. And I know some of us were on our own and Christmas is not for everybody, but you know what? I hope that us being there Christmas Day just sort of helps a little bit past the time. But thank you everybody for watching, and I know it was quite a bit unusual, I think, to have Christmas Day and live sessions, but no, I think it went really well. And oh, Glenny's, I know, counting down to our birthday now, aren't we? So, okay, what we're doing today then? We're getting ahead actually. Tile 305. So, when are we going to be getting to tile 400? Gosh, who knows? But anyway, let's work on this one, shall we? Number 305. What do I have with me? I've got my gorgeous tile, which is sort of a bluey, greeny kind of colour, out the brights. I've got my new pen. What else do I have? Pencil, of course. I've got my tutty on. And I've got some coloured pencils. So, sort of matching the tile colour, so I know that some of this is going to come out. But other than that, I've got other things lying around, but I think that's probably all we're going to need. So, let's see where we're heading, shall we? So, first things first then, I'm going to come in with pencil. Because what I would like to do is just sort of give myself a bit of a guide. And I think in order to do that, I'm probably going to need another tile. So, there we go. Just want to put myself a little line, not in the middle, not in the course, just sort of, let's have a look, about a third of the way in, see? About a third of the way in. Put myself a little line there. And you're not going to see that line afterwards. There it is, look. So don't do it too dark. And then I'm going to do another one this side. So let's have a look. There's halfway in again of that one. So maybe there. So I've got a couple of little lines to work to. All right, there we go. So next little thing then, I want to draw myself a little shape here. I'm going to stick with pencil for a minute because we can always then make amendments if we need to, can't we? So in order to help me, I'm going to turn it this way and I'm going to put so sort of, there's halfway, but further up about here, just so I can imagine I've got the same distance either side. Okay, let's see there. And then what I can do is bring a line in there, and a line in there, and one in there. So I've got sort of a bit of a diamond shape. Would help if that actually joined. There we go. And I'm going to do something similar here. Let's go a little bit higher, but a bit smaller as well. Just a little bit higher. And a little bit smaller. I'm going to draw these in pen in a minute so you can see them. All right. So here we go. Yeah. Oh, Lynn, I know it's a bit quiet today, isn't it? I've got Tommy's in, and he's currently packing some shop orders. We've come in actually today to pack hobby maker orders, but for some reason we don't have them all in yet. So there's a few gone out. So I have been onto them and said, "Oh, where's my orders?" So we can get packing. So I'm hoping that by late this afternoon or tomorrow morning when we come in, they'll all be there ready to do. So yeah, it's a bit crazy. Yeah, Leslie's off. She's not very well, as we well know, and Sarah's back in tomorrow. I think, oh goodness me, John is upstairs and he's printing patterns ready for New Year's Day. What is that, you might think? Okay, so there we go. I'm going to start, I think, here first. And if you want to, again, come in with pencil and put yourself this curve in to go with. Let's have a look. I'm going to sort of, I want to go over the top here. So over the top, round, and back down. So it's like a funny sort of S. See? Let's worry about this one first. So I'm going to draw that in with pen. And again, don't worry if it doesn't quite follow the line exactly. It doesn't really matter too much. Okay, see? Put that there. I think I'm actually going to come back round on itself as well. And just under there. Okay. Joanne, yes. Let me just make a note of your name, Joanne. Away. Because, yeah, I'll get that sorted. Okay. Oh, Elaine, you're going to have to watch New Year's Day. It's going to be a bit busy. I'm on Sewing Street and Hobby Maker. So yeah, should be good. Should be good. Anyway, so we've got this funny sort of S shape, and I think I'm going to start with is at this top edge here, and I'm going to come in from right from that end, and I'm going to create myself a little triangle shape. There we go, like that. Okay. So that's. Oh, well, Leslie. Leslie's made it out of bed. Oh, that's good news. So, looking at my little shape here, I'm going to create, see this straight line here? I'm going to create that both sides, like that. And then I'm going to join it back up to the point. One there, and one there. Okay. So then if I turn it that way again, see, so I've got these vertical lines. I'm going to put a mark there, and a mark there. Okay. So as Leslie and I have spoke today, we do speak every day, and we've brought the Sashiko bag that was on Sewing Street, so we can see how we can get some tangles in. That should be quite fun. We have to do these things. So there we go. We've got this little shape here. So this time I'm going to bring it this way, and I'm going from that point there. I'm going to imagine it's sort of coming out from here. See? And then one this side, like that. And again, imagining from the point, I want another line sort of just in the top there. Just in the top there. It's like a light shade, doesn't it? So, if I go back to where my verticals, I've got a line and a line. There we go. Okay. And then from the point back up about halfway. Don't worry, if you didn't get that, I'm going to go back through these again in a straight line. So they're all vertical lines going through there, and then a little line in the middle of this one, little dot, little dot. There we go. All right. Closer now. There we go. Yeah, Pandora solves everything, doesn't it? All right, so there we go. There's one of the little bits and pieces. So I'm going to bring another one of those out. Let's have a look. I'm going to go up here, and then I'm also going to go down there. So I've got two little lines, and then this time I'm going to come up with a little triangle again. Now notice it's going to get quite close to that one, so just be aware of that if you're doing it. And then, as before, little edge, little edge. See, it's a bit smaller than that one because I know it's perhaps gonna touch. Just join them to the point, and then another one, and join that to the point. Okay, let's go a little bit bigger. Oh, thank you, Lizzie. Thanks, Joe. So from there, look, I'm going to come up here and up here, and then we did from the point again, one here, one here. I know, Lynn. I did buy a Pandora for Christmas, and she brought me Pandora for Christmas. So it's a little bit small on that, but that's really quite nice. See, they're almost talking to each other, and then little dots in there. Okay. I know, Lynn, cake on Friday again. All this cake, you see? So look at the size difference there, and you think, well, if you could have fit a larger one, that's fine, but it's nice that they're slightly different. So let's do this one sort of in the maybe mid-size. A little bit bigger. So, you know, it depends on how it fits in with your piece that you're working with. Didn't you, Chris? Oh, Chris didn't get any Pandora for Christmas. Oh, and that side. And then same again, look. I always turn my tile there because I find working it to the point just gives you a better finish. Working from what we've got going there. Oh, sorry Pat, yeah, it should have been yesterday, but I found that I got embroiled in a few phone calls and things yesterday, so I wasn't able to do it. So I thought, well, we'll try again tomorrow. So, yeah. Not to worry. Okay. Oh yeah. And then another little line, little dot there. Okay, looks a bit unusual at the minute, but bear with. Okay. Oh, Sue, I'll eat a bit for you. But to be fair, it's tricky when you've got gluten-free because you have to sort of find the right one. I must admit, I did try a Christmas cake this year, a gluten-free Christmas cake, but nah, I don't think I'll bother again. It's a bit dry. I don't know, let's go in a little bit. There you go. Little points. I'm going to put a little leaf in. There we go. And then the same on the other side. Little line, a couple of little V's in there. And then let's go a bit further up and I'm going to repeat that. One there. And one there. There you go. And a little line and a couple of little V's in there. And let's do that again. So I'm leaving a little bit of a gap because these aren't too small. I want to put something underneath them. So don't have these too close together just yet. So let's turn my tile again. A couple of little leaf shapes there. Little V's. Then there we go. Get another one here. Little leaf shape, both sides. Line and some little V's. Line and little V's. There we go. Okay. Alright, might as well do them here as well while we're doing that same design. Now if yours are a little bit smaller and you can't get two V's in, don't worry about it, just put one in. Okay. And see if we can get some in there. Little V's, and again little V's. Okay, so let's have a look at underneath each one of these sections now. What I want to do is I want to come up and create a little curl, a little bobble on the end. This way, little curl, bobble on the end. And then I'm going to work my way down each of these little leaf shapes and do the same thing. A little curl, a bobble on the end, curl and a bobble. You see? A curl and a bobble. Just sort of take your time with them. You could do these in a different colour if you wanted as well. You don't have to do them all in black, but I'm going to bring some colouring with my pencils in a short while, so I'm going to do everything in black there, little curls and bobbles. You see at the bottom as well, just going to add a couple of little bubbles on there, just to finish it off there. Let's have a look at that. Alright, not forgetting the bottom of those two, and then that one. Let's have a little look at that. Okay, so we've got this sort of shape. It's like little butterflies now, aren't they? They're really sweet. So okay, let's have a look at the next bits. And if you're comfortable doing so, come in with pen. If not, again, you can go in with pencil to start with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start up here and create a little line going underneath and up. And I want to go into sort of this space here, like that. Okay, just so I know where I'm going. You might find that you've not got such a big gap there, so you've got to work out where you're going to put another one of these little flowers. Have you got the room? That's the main thing. I'm also going to bring one down here. Okay, so let's do those again. starting with my little triangle. Got a little bit bigger there. And I might as well do this one at the same time because we know what kind of shape we're doing. There you go, triangle. So again, either side. See, I'm following that vertical. Let's do the same here. Oh, so yeah, it does look a little bit Art Deco, but then a bit of Art Nouveau mixed in. It's a bit different, isn't it? And thank you, I had some lovely presents. Well, Tommy brought me some perfume, and he brought Leslie some as well. So he'd done his research. And Leslie brought me a really good ironing mat thingy. And then I had a sewing box, and I've had a new quilting ruler. All sorts of, a lot of sewing things this year actually, because I'm getting, I'm getting more into it again, because of course we're doing quite a few bits and pieces. So that's really nice. So, see, joining them in the vertical again. See, there's my vertical. So try and follow suit with what you've got there. But then along, and we go. They're quite sweet, aren't they then? Quite unusual little flower. Make sure you've got your vertical so you can sort of repeat it. There we are. And then here again at the top, let's put in those little dots just to finish it off there. And then because my flowers have gone that way, I'm going to go the same with my little leaves. Line in V's. Go a bit bigger there. Yeah, I know we will do a few more grid ones. I know we can get stuck doing more organic, I know. We will do more grids. We go through phases, don't we, I think? We'll try and do different things. I know some of us like grids more than organic. There we are. I know, those diary covers are lovely, aren't they? Well, as soon as I get the orders in, we'll get them out. I'm just waiting on that. I'm going to be chasing that this afternoon again, just in case they think I'm taking it easy. I'm not. All right, let's have a quick look at this before we put those curls in. There you go. It's got these lovely little swirls all joining together. So, curls in there. I'll start at the top, little curl, bobble on the end. And I'm going to do that for each of the leaves and each of the flowers. So, working my way down, creating these little swirly shapes. All right. Okay. And then again, we've got the dots on the end, so I'm happy with that. It's looking great, yeah. So let's have a look at these then. Let's go a bit bigger. I'll show you this. We're going to do the same in both. So first things first, I'm going to sort of use my guide there at the middle, and then I'm going to put that triangle in. There it is. And then turn it to this side, and again, look, that vertical in. Now I'm going to sort of make sure that's about halfway to get that in there. And then for my other line, I can take it all the way to the edge, so we've got that kind of shape. And then, just as before, take these little lines in. Again, look, see, I'm going to the point every time. And then the vertical here, I'm drawing verticals there too. And then this one, cross there. And again, if you prefer putting those lines in first, you can do that. So it's sort of touching those ends there as well. And again, I'm not forgetting, I better go back and put some dots and things in. There it is. And it should be that one as well. There you go. Okay. So Same sort of thing here, only it's a little bit smaller. But again, I'm going to start with that line in the middle there, and then bring it down. And then my little verticals about halfway in between this, you know, the width there, because then that one and that one goes there, and then this one I can join in there. You see? So again, from the point, I'm going to come up and create those little lines. So again, I can create those two. And then just at the top here, I think I'm just going to get that one in. A little shape, and of course, on these. Okay. I'm not going to put the curls at the bottom. I'm going to add some little sort of dots, all sort of different sizes. We don't want to have to do them completely the same place everywhere, do we? And then the same on this one. We've got this. Oh, let's put one at the top as well. There you go. And the same sort of thing here. And again, don't try and have them sort of the same distance apart. Change the size, change the distance. So we meant it that way. There we go. Okay. So, oh, Chris, that'll be the laser machine. It's actually running next door, but it's behind a door, so you're just getting the hum. Okay, let's join that one as well. So wherever you can see that line now, you can join it. See, I'm using my tile again to give me that, but you've got to be ever so careful because you don't want to be drawing over any leaves. So if you want to do it freehand, you can do that too. So I'm going to bring some old favourites back, I think, and looking along our line here. So let's sort of start. I'm going to work along this line, starting from here. Let's come out with a line, and then I'm going to come and make a bobble sort of on the side there. You see, I'm going to make that a bit more pointed and fill that in. See, and then let's do another the other way. Create that point, and then this way, see that point, and that one can go up and over and behind that one there, and then just sort of on the ends, it's going a little bit bigger now, just some little dots on the end. You see it sort of follows the shape of them. So this one, there it is, just little dots as we're going. Yeah. So I want a couple here, so you don't have to go as far out, and you can just do one if you want. You can do two. Just sort of working your way around the shape. You've got to sort of find your own space with these and think, well, where can I fit them and where do I want them? They're really lovely, aren't they? It's nice to have that point on the top there. And then I'm going to come back in and add my dots. So look at that. See, one there, I've got that one there, that's fine. How it sort of follows it round. So let's bring in a couple here, look. So one coming out this way. There we go. And then, because this has worked its way downwards, I'm going to turn it round, because then we're going to get these going in the same direction. So again, just sort of wherever you've got space, or if you want to pencil the lines in first, so you can get the idea, or you can visualize where they're going. And you'll notice that I'm actually putting those in first, then I'm coming back and doing the dots afterwards. So I don't think you've got to do it all in one go. One go. Happy with that? Any that I've missed, I can come in now, look, and add those little dots in. Just sort of getting smaller each time. So we're working it round. No, I've not missed it. It's not intentional. Then I've just missed them. You see that one I got? I see, I checked that one. I didn't look at those at the top there. Let's have a look. I think I've got them all now. Okay, let's put that line in. Yeah, there we go. So, thank you, teacher. So I'm going to bring in a couple of our zingers here. If you've never done one before, here we go. Little bobble look, and I'm going to do what we call little auras. It's smaller and smaller. You've got no more space left. And put another one in. And add some of those. And then, look, just a little one here. So normally I do say don't put too many of these in. Just see how we go with them. See this one? I sort of put a little one there, look. But I'm not going to sort of say you can't put any in this time. As many as you like. I'm going to go under and over there. Some of those in. And let's put this one in. There you go. And one in there. Now you can do them in ones. You can do them in twos. They don't have to be long or short, whatever you want to do with them. See, we've got quite a few in there now. Loving that. Bringing one out there. This is probably the most zingers we've ever had, or I've ever given you permission to have in one whole piece. So it'd be quite nice just to give them a little bit of a nod today, because we do love them so much. Another one there. And let's have one there. So you've got to look at your tile and think, where, I'll put bobble on there, look. Where can you fit them in? Where is it going to be of benefit, do you think? Where can you sort of, steer one that way? Add them in, sometimes a little bobble at the end helps give it a little bit of stuff. And, oh, Sue, yes, a white pen would be fab. So look, I did actually consider using a white pen, but wasn't 100% sure whether I was going to do that or not. But I quite like it in the black because I'm going to bring some coloured pencils in. And of course, if you want to use just a regular pencil and your tortillon, go ahead. If you want to use a white on this, absolutely fine. You'd use that in the same way as the tortillon. But so I'm going to use some coloured pencils. But firstly, I'm going to just rub out those lines inside those little diamond shapes, because I don't want those. And if you've got any more pencil lying around, it's, you know, when we did that first curve, it's best to get rid of that now. Okay, all right. So I'm going to start with these little flowers. I'm going to come in, I think I've got a greeny colour and a sort of a lemony colour, so here we go. So if you want to actually use normal pencil for this, you would put what I would do is I'd put pencil or white pencil either side. So like this, a bit there, see, a bit there. And then these are quite small, so you just do those sides, like that. And then on these ones you would do both sides, like that. And this one, both sides like that. And then you'd use your tortillon and you'd soften those off. But because I'm not using pastels, what I'm actually doing, I've started quite heavy and I'm then fading it out as I move in. Let's see. Fading it out. Same there. See, that fades that way and that way. So I could bring my lemon in, just add a little bit more colour to it. But see, I'm being real gentle with it. I'm not trying to completely cover the whole thing. There we go. Let's have a look at that from a distance. See, so I'm still getting that blend. I could even come in with my slightly darker, or maybe, have I got a slightly darker blue? Let's have a look. This is quite similar to the piece I'm working on, so let's just give that a little bit more of a point. And I could come in just on the edges, looking, just darken it up a little bit. Okay, there you go. Just to give it that little bit more of an edge. Okay, so I'm going to do all the flowers in that kind of way, so let's go in a little bit. And same as before, look, adding that little bit to the edges. Now, because I'm using a dark tile as well, I'm sort of putting in the darks, and I'm trying to leave a little bit in the middle, so that's where you'd normally highlight. So if you're doing regular pencil to shade, you could then come in the middle with your little highlight, couldn't you? But because I'm working slightly backwards with the colours, there you go. I'll come back and do the darken a little bit. That's quite nice, isn't it? And I don't mind the fact it's not completely blended out there. So see, this one really small, so not going to get much in there at all. Sort of like little lights and, you know, like little night flowers. I think maybe I've been inspired a little bit by Avatar, so we went to watch that over Christmas. Maybe that's where this has come from, and the choice of colours and things. Maybe. Okay. Let's see, just adding those little bits in there. Oh, I don't know, not everybody likes grids, I know that, and not everybody likes organic, so I do try and do a balance when I can. Okay. This little bit of, maybe we need to add some bubbles on. I think so, being that we've mentioned a little bit underwatery. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit of this sort of yellow where I can. I'm not trying to overdo it because they're quite small anyway. There we go. And then I'm going to bring in sort of bluey greeny colour. Let's add a little bit to one side of my leaves. And again, if you're do a little bit there as well. If you're doing this in pencil, you'd put pencil one side and blend it out to the other. So I'm just putting a bit at the bottom there, but mostly onto one side. So again, you could change the colours, you could whatever you want to do with these, and you don't have to do them all on the same side. You can swap it about a bit. There we go. And okay, it's quite a few of these, so I'm going to use that same colour. And of course, yeah, you know, using your tortillon, you perhaps not have to put as much on as I am. There we are, a bit there, see. And there we go. It's nice as well to keep your pencils quite sharp because they're quite small. You don't want to be going over too far if you can help it. Okay. A little hint of colour there. Okay. So I'm going to come in, I've got my white here, just some regular white pencil. I'm going to add a little bit to sort of one side of these zinger shapes. And again, I'm not going to be blending that out, so even if you're using your white chalk pencil for this, it's still not going to blend them out. Just want a little highlight in there. So look at that. Okay, so we've got that little sort of hint of colour as we go around. That's it, dark blue. I'm just going to bring a little bit of darkness to the bottom of those. There we go. A little bit inside there. And then let's have a look at doing some bubbles. We could draw them first, but let's not. Let's go in with it. Come in with this colour. Yeah. Oh, Viv, I tell you what then, pencil sharpener wise, I've got one of these, and you notice that it's actually, I thank you, Tommy, tea time. You've got different sort of blades, so you could sharpen your pencil as normal, but then using this one, you can just sharpen. See if I put that one in there, look. No, do it that way. That works. It just does the tip of your pencil. Oh, I can't remember where I got those from. Could be Jackson's Art Supplies, something like that. So let's put some bubble. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my bubble, but leave part of it like that. And again, if you've got your pencil and torch on, you can just then blend that in. Because I haven't, I'm just going to add a little bit in there like that. There's my white, just a little bit of white. There we go. Look at that, you see? We've got a bit over there, but it's okay. There, let's do another. So I'm going to just draw part of it, fill a little bit of it in, and then bring some white in. Okay, so that needs a little bit more. You can go by eye and you think, well, does it need a bit more? I don't want to completely draw the whole thing. There you go, see? So I've left a little bit of a gap. See, same sort of thing, and I'm not keeping them the same way, so I've left a bit of a gap. A little bit of colour in. And then a highlight. And there, let's do a little one. I might come back and do little highlights in a bit. So it's almost like a C. There we go, highlights. So look at that. Nice. So I think I'm also going to just put some little white dots. Again, if you've not used a dark tile, you can do that with a black pen. And let's have a few around here. I noticed I've got a little bit of a mark on my tile there, so that's okay. I can do a few of these and fill it in. Just a little one there. And again, adding in these little marks to get a bit of a highlight. Like that. Now you could be tempted to go all the way through and put loads of dots in, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave a few. Just have these little white dots sort of going around a little bit. So you've got this little sort of magical glow almost. I'm going to put a little bit of that sort of yellowy colour in there as well, just to help just change the dynamics a little bit. There we go. Oh, okay. So let's have a look. I'm gonna sort of leave it there, I think. Now, yeah, I think a little bit of shadow around these, just a little bit. So I'm gonna come in with my green, and I'm gonna choose just one sort of half of it, just a little bit underneath there, just gently and round. Oh no, actually. Oh, I've missed me. Zingers as well. Oh, I'm going to do all of that. It's amazing until you actually see it. You think, oh, I'll do half. But it's better than doing all of it and thinking, I wish I'd only done half, isn't it? There you go, Mr. Zinger or two there, look. And there. There we go. Okay, it does look a little bit. Yeah, it's different, isn't it? But then again, they always are, aren't they? Okay, last thing to do then is I'm going to put my little signature on. Yes, I did learn. I think it's Jackson's Art, unless Leslie can give you a little bit more of a hint. But they're quite nice. There's no name on them. I'll show you again. There isn't a name on them, but you see you've got 3 different blades all in one go. So you can sharpen your pencil to different sort of points and things. works quite well. Okay, so there we go. That's yeah, really nice. That I love how that's turned out. That little bit of a sort of almost an illuminated glow coming from it, isn't it? Lovely with a little bit of silver gel pen on there as well. But yeah, there's our number 305. So have a bit of fun with it, and I look forward to seeing what you put on Facebook on the group page with this one. And okay, take care, and I will definitely see you Friday at 2 o'clock for our next tile. So have fun, take care, bye.